Welcome to Servlet Tutorials. So in this tutorials we can see how to create a login application using JSP servlets and database connection with mysql. So here in this application I've created already the application here. So first of all we can go through this index.jsp application. So this index.jsp application will be having an several tags over here that those are so we can start up with this form tag, so which is there in body tag. So in the body tag I have created a script tag here. The script block will be here. The script block I can tell you later what is that. So here first thing we can discuss what is actually this form tag. So as you know, in our previous application the form tag is used to forward the request to the servlet. So here in this form tag, this action is given to the validate login. And the method we are using here is post. The post is better than get. We have discussed about all those things in our previous tutorials. The name of the forum is admin login I have taken. And I am using one table here. The table will be having the table row, one row of data with 3 columns. So among those 3 columns I will be using one username, that is a simple text, and input type equals to text, which is a text field. So that text field will go into execute validate username when it become blur. That means on blur event will be given to the text field. And there is a label field in which that label ID is equal to error username, and this label is empty label. It does not printed anything over here. And again password, another row. Input type I am taken the password and its ID is pass. And when it become on blur, so validate password is going to execute. And this is supposed to be label ID is error password. So again we got input type is equal to submit, value is equal to login. So we can see output of this one. So before going to the output, we can see what actually this validate username, validate password. So come here, validate username, we got this one here. So here I have taken a variable text. So the text will be assigned to document.getElement by ID. So it is nothing but it was return the element. So that the element ID is a username. So that is supposed to be this one. So plus its value. So that means document.getElement by ID.value. Whatever the value that was given, that the text field will be returned to this text. So if the text is empty, so here I am checking that if the text is empty, so then it is supposed to be document.getElement by ID error username. So this is nothing but a label that we have created over here, that is called error username, which was in another column. So error username. So what happened to that label we can see here. So that error username dot inner HTML, that means that label is printed with provide username, and get element by ID username dot style equals to color, and we are making that color as a red. So if it is not empty, then we are printing with OK with a green color. So that was given here, document.getElement by ID error username dot inner HTML equals to OK, and document.getElement by ID error username dot style equals to green. Got style.color equals to green. So we can see here that is validate password is called here. That is also same thing. So we are getting the reference to that ID. That means document.getElement by ID, that is called pass. This is pass. So this is the ID here. So if that ID is empty, in this case, if that ID, that means if the text is empty, okay. So we are printing provide password with the red color. So if not empty, we are printing error password that inner HTML equals to OK, and color is supposed to be green. So this is how the validation will be made in JSP application as well, using the JavaScript tags. So JavaScript can also be embedded in JSP applications without having any problem. So I can see this output right now. We got actually the output here. So it is a localhost 8084 medical management system, and here the username and password is provided to me. So if once I will click on this one, so this text field, the text will get the focus, and then if I come outside, then it will lose the focus. So that is nothing but the onBlur method will be executed. So right now I'm going to click on this one. So click outside, the onBlur happens, will be provided with provided username. And this validation has been done using that JavaScript tag used in the JSP application. And then if you click on password and click outside, so of course it was also giving the provide password. So if I give some password, so anything it is, so I'm going to give username and password. Of course it is right now. So just click on login. So when I click on login, so you can see how this page has been navigated and what actually is happening here. So we can see in next tutorial. So thanks for watching this tutorial.